you talk about equity versus equality. And what is the difference between these two, and why does the difference matter?
I feel like I'm gonna have to give like a elementary school version lesson on this because it's actually quite effective. But the difference between equity and equality is simply that when you ask for equality, you want the same for everyone, right? So you're saying that if there's a black person and a white person, and you want them to have equal access or resources available to them, right? It sounds very fair in theory if you are only looking at those two people without a historical context within which they live and which they function. Right. So the black person lives and works and operates within a system of white supremacy that has for generations taken from them and their ancestors and their communities. So they were at a disadvantage to begin with. The white person living within a system of white supremacy that has given a lot of extra resources, power, wealth to white people has for generations been operating within this system. So that access hasn't been removed from them. So I guess the difference is, are you looking at someone today without any other history or background? Or are you looking at these people as products, as people who are socialized within systems and histories? And equity would basically mean that that black person doesn't deserve the same, but more based on what has been taken from them. And that might seem unfair at first because it's not equal. But now what you're doing is you're looking at it within a historical context. And that is a very kind of like basic understanding of equity and equality, that we shouldn't be advocating for people to have the same level of everything or the same amount of everything. That
Hmm.
certain communities and certain groups actually have been denied access to resources and power and wealth. And so, if you're going to be fair, you need to now give them what was taken from them